In this edition of A Look Inside, I have this Saito FA50 Gold Knight engine. This is an engine I just picked up today from fellow modeler, and as you can see, this engine has seen its better days. Externally, it's very rough. These gold-plated rocker covers are all flaking and nasty. The engine has really good compression though, so overall I think it'll be a runner. But one of the things with the Gold Knight engines that I don't like is exactly this. Over time, it just looks like crap, and I've never really been a fan of the Gold Knight engines. So this is an engine that I'm actually going to do something very different on, and not only am I going to completely disassemble it, I am going to actually strip all the paint off of it and see what the exposed aluminum looks like underneath. And if the exposed aluminum underneath, under the paint, looks acceptable, then I'll probably just leave it off. However, if it doesn't look all that good and it looks blotchy and nasty and I don't have a bead blaster and I can't make it look any better, then I'll probably go and get a can of grill paint, high temp grill paint, and repaint this engine. Don't know what's going to happen with that yet or not, but we'll see. Now this exhaust, if this is a vintage, if this is an original exhaust on this engine, that puts the date of this engine, the vintage of this engine, back to late 80s, 89, early 90s, because that's when Saito was still using this single piece exhaust. They had these on the 50s and the 65s. Obviously the 65 had a little bit larger threaded nut there. So this is a pretty old engine. I want to take a quick look inside of it and see what we got going on here. Now I haven't heated anything up here, so I'm not sure if these fasteners are going to give me heartache or not. But I mean, if you look at how bad that thing is pitted and nasty. I've got other rocker arm covers that I can install on this engine. I'll probably strip these as well. I won't be able to re-gold plate them, but like I said, this thing's got really, really good compression. Throttle arm moves freely, so it's not froze up there. Wow, that thing's tight. I think we might have found our first place that we're going to need to use some heat. Damn, that thing is really tight. Gasket's falling apart here. See if these head screws are going to give me any grief. I wish I could get that back plate off, but we're just going to pull this piston out right now just like it is, I guess. If I relieve a little bit of pressure there. Wow. There's a reveal. Look at that. I think I have just discovered that this is a very low time engine, which makes me extremely excited. Look at the top of that piston. It doesn't look like it's ever been messed with at all or run much at all. The ring is completely free, and even this rubber feels good. So that's cool. That's very, very cool. Okay, look inside here. Look how clean that thing is. This is amazing. So what I'm wondering is, this is an old engine with very little runtime, which is super, super kick-ass. So I'm super excited about this because these valves look just pristine. I mean, literally, I don't think this thing's been run more than half a gallon of fuel, if even that. So all I got to do now is heat this guy up, get this back plate off. In the meantime, let's go ahead and start tearing down the rest of it. And I think I'm seeing paint flaking off in my hand. So hopefully it won't take too much to get all this paint off here. And hopefully it'll look nice. It would be cool because I haven't seen or heard too many people that have stripped a Gold Knight engine and left it silver. Now I'm pretty sure that the finishing of the aluminum is somewhat different on an engine that's intended to be a silver finish as opposed to one like this. Oh geez, look at this. I mean, yeah, it's got a little bit of wear marks from where the tappets have been hitting it, but geez, I mean, look at this thing. This thing is awesome. You don't even see any rust or any bad things there at all. This engine is cool as shit. Let me put some heat on, put some oil and heat on this thing so I can actually get the rest of that off. Wow, so that was really tight. I had to put it in the jaws of my workmate, get that thing off. Be interesting to see if this crank pin wants to come out. No, I'm gonna have to, yeah, that's pretty stiff. I'm gonna have to let that soak before I get that out. Bearings sound pretty bad. So obviously this is going to have to get completely torn down, which it was going to anyway. Let's pop this baby off here. Okay, got tension on it. And there we go. Simple as that. Once you get a little tension on it, and I'd already applied heat to it because I had to heat it up for that back plate. So that's off. Tapered collet's off. Now I can press this crankshaft out, get these bearings out. And those bearings sound bad, but it doesn't surprise me with as old as this engine is. Those bearings are bad. So I should have some on hand, and hopefully I can start stripping this thing down here pretty soon. Okay, so here's the end result of that FA50, which was once a Gold Knight. All the paint has been stripped from it. I put some different shiny rocker covers on it. I mean, it's not perfect. There's still a couple of areas where there might be a little bit of paint left, but for the most part, it doesn't look too bad. So I think this is going to be a keeper. It's got really good compression, and the internal components were in really good shape. So here it is, the final finished look of this FA50, which once was a Gold Knight engine.